So I'm currently waiting for my friends to go see Perfect Blue, and it's a psychological thriller, I heard. So I hope I survive this movie. Hey, so I'm back home and I watched Perfect Blue with my friend. My friend really wanted to go see it because she likes the movie. My other friends are gonna go see it. It's like, okay, I'll go see the movie too. And I watched it and I'm like, oh my goodness. Spoiler, this movie's gonna have some spoilers for Perfect Blue as I talk about it. So basically, if you don't know what Perfect Blue is, if you want to spoil it for yourself. So Perfect Blue is this animation film. It was made in 1997, or was released in Japan in 1998. But basically it's about Perfect Blue. It's about this girl named Mima, and she was part of this Japanese idol group called Clam or Glam. Forgot which one. So I think her management was thinking it was better for her to like leave the pop idol group to kind of like pursue acting. I think she wanted to do that. I wasn't sure. We were kind of late in the beginning, so I didn't see all the way there. But so she left the singing group to become an actress and to kind of get rid of her persona of the pop idol. Because I guess in those days, because I think now pop idols, they're pretty big though, especially in Japan. They're already really big. But I guess a lot of them are not like pop idols. Some pop idols are not like known for their acting, and some people probably want to be taken serious. So that's what Mima did. She became an actress, she became an actress. So she's stalked by her fan, who's like wants her to go back to being a pop idol because she's a pop idol, not something she's not. And it gets so, but she wants to climb the. She wants to become more well known in the acting business, but she's only getting like jobs like to only say like one line, and like her management gives her like another gig, but it's a very sensitive scene, and it has nudity in it, and like I close my eyes through it during that scene because I just can't watch it. But something happens to her. It's not like it's in the movie, but it doesn't actually happen, but it looks like it. And that's kind of a step that kind of going down. Yeah, it's going down that leeway to like her mind, her life kind of being messed up now, because now she can't no longer become a pop idol because of things she's done. That because a pop idol, they're mostly known for their good girl or good boy image kind of thing. So that kind of, and then like Glam, her old group, once there's just a duo, when they're just two of them, they get more popular and more well known. So like you can tell that she's pretty, like she's holding it in, but there's a scene where she kind of lets it go when she sees her fish are dead, and you can tell like she didn't really want to do that scene, but she kind of wanted to prove to people that she can do these things. She could be a serious actress, and things go downhill. But yeah, it's a really interesting film to watch. I would have loved the film, just minus some of the sexuality and the sexual and nudity parts, and like how long some of them were. Like I feel like they could have been shortened, but yeah, it kind of makes you keep on guessing. Like, oh, what's going on? Like it keeps you guessing on what's gonna happen. Like, oh, how did this happen, or what's going on? You think about the film as you're watching it. But yeah, so like people who like are kind of like tarnishing the Mima image, bad things happen and they get killed through the film, and they're like trying to figure out who it is, but kind of, because I was kind of confused about it because they mixed like the movie Mima's acting in it, and it kind of like the movie parallels to what is happening in her real life. And then like you can kind of tell, it's really interesting like at the end when you find out who's the actual like criminal mastermind, because throughout the thing, Mima is fighting against her inner self, her old pop idol image, and she's fighting that, and like her pop idol keeps popping up at her, and she's fighting with herself while all these things are also happening around her that she doesn't really like. She probably knows, but she's too busy with what's happening to her. You can kind of tell because like the way the animations, like you can tell the people that are like who are important to Mima's image, like who are important to keeping up Mima's image as a pop idol. Like the animation, the way they look is very different from the other people you see. You can tell because of the eyes, they're crooked, kind of like, they're kind of like, because they're crooked. For me personally, I think it could have been a better film without the sexuality and most of the nudity that was happening. But I could kind of see why they wanted it, but I don't kind of feel like they didn't need to show it. But this was 1997, maybe. This is rated R too, like it's on the ticket. It says, I don't know if you can, it says rated R. So I didn't think it would be like what I saw, because it says I read that it's gonna have sexuality and nudity, or sexual, has some sexualness, and yeah, but I didn't realize how it's gonna be. It reminds me of a film I watched in film class, and like after I watched that film, I I cried during the scene, and like after I was like so depressed after a couple of while because I just kept thinking about it. And I feel like during film you can do a lot through film teaching, I feel like, when you don't have to show a lot of things, for me personally. But yeah, it's a very interesting film, Perfect Blue. Like all these, it's a psychological thriller, so you don't know what's gonna happen. It's a really cool thing in the movie. There's this line like, it's like life is an illusion or something like that, and that's basically what Mima's going through. Her life is an illusion. She can't tell from reality and from not. She's not sure she's actually living or not, and that's questioned through her. So towards the end, I was happy for her that she was able to, like, she was able to resolve, because, should I spoil it for you? Okay, spoiler, I'm gonna tell you who it is, okay? It's Ruby, her manager. Her manager has like a two personality thing, where she has like the Ruby persona, but she has the Mima persona where she's a pop idol herself. And then at first I thought it was like Mima, it was originally just like a normal day of life, but only Mima's thinking that she's actually a pop idol, but it's actually the opposite. And then you can kind of tell, like once I knew who the main mastermind between us, I realized like it shows there's little things you see throughout the movie. Like in the beginning where I came through, when I saw Ruby, I noticed her eyes were different. I was like, is her eyes supposed to be that way? And I noticed, because Mima's eyes aren't like that. And then you see some of the other closer people to Mima, like Mima's, I guess not her manager, but the person who's in charge of her also, he has those eyes. And then you see the writer and the photographer who also helped tarnish Mima, the pop idol's image of a good girl, like when they talk, like they kind of like they tainted her, that kind of thing. They had the same eyes, similar eyes. Even the stalker had those similar eyes too. So I realized, like those are the things that kind of shows, like these are the main people kind of thing. So Ruby has to have something to do with it, but you're not really sure why. Because Ruby gets like a letter, and it looks like it's a threat. It's a threatening letter, or like it's something with this website. And at first she's like, because I guess Mima is not really good with technology, and her manager Ruby like taught her all these things about the internet and taught her carefully. But then like when Mima's talking about like things like things bad happening around her, the manager's like, oh, it's okay, just ignore that, it's not really important. But then like Ruby's really pushing it that Mima's a pop idol, we should promote her as a pop idol. She got really upset. And then during this really sensitive scene, my friend, because I didn't watch it at all, I can hear it, and I can hear the scene happening, but I closed my eyes. But my friend told me that Ruby, she left the room crying, and you can see like some parts, her personality kind of switches, where she's like really invested into Mima, and then she's not. So you're not really sure, she's kind of iffy on me. So at first I thought, oh, maybe she's like that naive person, but then like her personality kind of switched. And then you can see through Mima's house, you can sometimes see how her house changed, like, scared me. But like you can see in Mima's apartment how it changes, like little things changes. At first, like because I thought it was just a stalker and Mima who are like going against each other, but there's a lot more people involved in this. And at first I'm like, does the stalker have like access to Mima's room and stuff like that? But you realize it's the closest person to the closest person to Mima who's been into her room is her manager. It all clicked once you figure it out that it was Ruby who's the main mastermind between all of this. And she has like, I guess, two different personalities, like the Ruby persona and then like trying to be like she's Mima herself. It was crazy, this film. It's really crazy. Like like I said, during certain things that I feel like this film didn't need in order, but it was a really interesting film to watch. I was happy that Mima was able to move on through it to the end, because like you see that Mima becomes more successful when she gets older. Like a couple months pass after the whole incident with her and Ruby, because they have a fight they have a fight scene. But my friend was saying how she didn't really think it was like, she didn't like how quickly Mima was able to pass that. But for me, I feel like she was just so tormented between which one's reality and fantasy. Like after what happened with Ruby, they was talking about, I read online, like there's a scene where she like looked up, and then there's like scene at like the hospital where Ruby was put into. Like you actually see the blue sky, which I realized you don't even actually get to see the blue sky throughout the film. You don't really see the blue sky, which is perfect blue. That's because you see this blue sky after all of that towards the end, where Mima is happy with herself, which is the perfect blue sky. But yeah, so I was happy for Mima, because it's not really her fault. I feel like, I think maybe like she just came to Tokyo, because I think she probably came from the countryside of Japan, but she just came to Tokyo to become a singer. Even her family was saying become a singer, but then she's having like all these people of her industry saying, oh no, you should like move away from that and become like an actress. Or maybe she does, I don't know, I didn't see the beginning part, so maybe there was something in there. But so I feel like she was influenced by that. I think she was just desperate, so I kind of feel like she was desperate to do, like, she left glam, or like, and then like after she made that decision, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, she can't go back to it. So at one point it was her decision, but I also felt bad for her. Like, she didn't really ask for this. She wanted to become a singer, but she got so up into this industry, and like there are some bad things in the industry during that. You can become successful in the industry, or it can be pretty bad how you got that success. It just depends on who you are, and like if you're, but yeah, but I'm just happy that she was able to be happy at the end, and I hope like she's like pursuing her actual career as an actress, getting like roles that she likes, that she wants, and that she just has to portray, she gets to portray her real self and not be in like this whole fantasy thing that everybody around her was trying to make her into what she wanted, into what they wanted her to be, like what for the sales and all that stuff. But anyway, I know I'm kind of lagging on that. But yeah, that was my review on Perfect Blue. The director is Satoshi Kon. I think my friend said he passed away recently. Oh, okay, not recently. He passed away in 2010. But he's the same director. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, then I can kind of see his style then. He was the writer of Paprika and Millennium Actress. I see Millennium Actress and I can see why. Like, the style is similar to Imperfect Blue. Oh, he did one episode of JoJo Bizarre Adventures. Oh, and he directed it too. Yeah, so the same director, he also directed Millennium Actress, Tokyo Godfathers, and Perfect Blue. I see Millennium Actress, and that was an interesting film to watch also. I need to rewatch it again just to see it all the way through again. But yeah, that one you can also tell between, is Millennium Actress is basically about this actress and all of her work she's done through like her thing, but she has her own history. It's kind of like her life is mixed into the film she's been in, kind of thing. It's an interesting film, so check it out. I don't think that has nudity in it, or I don't remember. I don't think it's as bad. When I rewatched it, I don't think it was as like as Perfect Blue. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you're old enough and you think you can handle it, you might want to watch Perfect Blue, or if not, you can just skip the part. You'll know when it's happening, then you just skip that part, because I know I would if I was playing it on the DVD or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my review on Perfect Blue. And I made this video because my friend told me to make this video to do my review on Perfect Blue. Like, I like psychological film. I kind of like the twist to it. That's what I love. I love twists in films, and like how they're able to keep you guessing. I like how they do that to the audience. Like, oh, you're like, oh, is it like this way, this way, this way. I like when films like they make you think as you're watching it and trying to think of your own things. That's what I like about it. Perfect Blue. Just minus the things I didn't like about this, but yeah, overall, if you're old enough and you think you can handle it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye.